Pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second night of action here at Turfway Park Racing and Gaming for the holiday meet. First post 5:55. 9 races to Peta Fast as always. Some nice carryovers. The 20-cent single six, a jackpot in the fourth race, a little shy of $12,000. And then in a race 5, that late pick 5 carryover, almost $156,000. Bombs away on opening night. Couple of nice carryovers for the second night of action. Let's get to the changes. Quite a few scratches in our Thursday night opener. 158, 13, and 14. Tabloid City, Indy Charge, Ice Minister, Crusader Conrad, and Left Pocket Money. 158, 13, and 14, all out of the Thursday night opener, which will kickstart the early pick 5. Tabloid City, Indy Charge, Ice Minister, Crusader Conrad, and Left Pocket Money. And there they go. Soul Snatcher, intent on making the lead. Lucky as I once was, is in a prominent position. Acting debut comes away in good order, up close from the inside. Soul Snatcher wanted the lead out of the starting gate. He will make the pace from Lucky as I once was. Acting debut is third, then Social Anxiety from between runners. Tiebreaker Lenny setting up shop 3 deep, and he's in the fifth spot, a little more than 3 off the lead. Cha-Cha-Ching advances to his inside, better than 3 lengths to Sunday Trist. And the last 2 are a Fleet Vintage. And at the back of the marker there is South of Birmingham. So they race up the Turfway Park backstretch. Soul Snatcher, 3 parts of a length to Lucky as I once was. Social Anxiety is third. Acting debut with a nice rail run along the inside. Cha-Cha-Ching from between runners. Tiebreaker Lenny a little more than 3.5 off the lead as they get closer to the far turn run. About 4 lengths to it, Fleet Vintage. 2.5 to Sunday Tristan at the back still. South of Birmingham near the 3-8. Soul Snatcher. Here's Cha-Cha-Ching with a big move, 3 wide. Lucky as I once was from between runners. Acting debut has to bide his time. Now he has room, and here he comes with a nice run. From his outside, Tiebreaker Lenny. A Fleet Vintage is trying to close in nicely. Cha-Cha-Ching got first run on Acting debut. Acting debut outside of Cha-Cha-Ching. To the inside, a Fleet Vintage. Cha-Cha-Ching, acting debut with a narrow lead. Cha-Cha-Ching fighting strongly. Then Tiebreaker Lenny, acting debut, and Cha-Cha-Ching. They're all over one another. Acting debut and Cha-Cha-Ching. Who wins the opener? That's very tight. Very tight between acting debut and Cha-Cha-Ching. Tiebreaker Lenny third, and up close also in fourth was a Fleet Vintage. Great way to start the Thursday night card. Acting debut and Cha-Cha-Ching. Thrilling finish. Very tight on the line. Too tight for me to call. You can tell Tiebreaker Lenny was third and fourth place to a Fleet Vintage, but it is very tight for this top spot. 138 and 8/100ths. Very cold evening here in Florence, Kentucky. Winter circle in the paddock, and here is acting debut, a 3-year-old of A gelding by Oscar Performance out of the Royal Academy mare. Miss Chapin by Robert Jones. Winning traders Billy Morey, winning jockey Julio Felix. Acting debut was bred in Kentucky by Mrs. Jerry Emmerman. Exacta $15.06, the trifecta 50 cents, $10.75, 10 cents superfecta $8.36. Tonight's second race will kickstart the early pick 4, scratch number 1, Silky Warrior. 6:25 is the approximate post time. And there they go. Compressed Energy sent for speed from the inside. Bet Your Assets is also quickly away inside of a lot of roses, but it is the inside gal, Compressed Energy, with the quickest of all, quickest speed. Bet Your Assets is second, Lot of Roses is third. I'm going to dance the day away, and Lady Free Will is stuck out there in no man's land. She's 5 deep through the early stages. A nice trip for Fantastica. The Grays in a nice spot, a little more than 4 lengths from the front, saving ground. Better than 3 to Lucky Shore, races with Economic Hangover. About 3.5 back to Aunt Ruth. And towards the tail of the field at that back marker there is the Long Shot Style. Compressed Energy has the lead, and a lot of Roses is to her outside in the second spot. And it's about a break of 2 lengths Fantastica tries to inch a little closer up the inside, and here comes a Lady Free Will making a bid into third. In the fourth spot, Dance the Day Away. Here's Economic Hangover. Fantastica now begins to backpedal. Back to the leading markers. Compressed Energy and Lotta Roses. Lady Free Will's in the third spot. Economic Hangover's progressing. She's fourth, and she has four to find at the quarter pole. And Aunt Ruth's trying to gear up. Lucky Shore just in front of her. Many chances as they turn into the lane. Lotta Roses and Compressed Energy. Here's Lady Free Will up the inside. And Economic Hangover's taking her sweet time to crash the party. She has the best momentum. It is Economic Hangover up to the front. Lucky Shore to the extreme outside. Economic Hangover. She's racing very erratically in deep stretch, but she is clear and she is the winner. Second is very tight. Lucky Shore, Lady Free Will, Aunt Ruth, Too Little, Too Late up for fourth. And they've got a lot of roses. Economic Hangover, the unofficial winner. Not the prettiest of action in deep stretch, but there were no real threats to her. She's clear under the line at 2-1 as the favorite. 138 and 99 100ths the final time. Pretty tight for the minor placings. Placing judges will sort it all out. Stand by until results have been declared official. In the winner's circle is number 7, Economic Hangover. Winner's circle in the paddock this evening, a 5-year-old, a dark bay or brown mare by We Miss Artie out of the Malibu Moon mare, Dark Rain. Owned and trained by Joseph Davis, winning jockey Fernando de la Cruz. The winner was bred in Kentucky by Kenneth and Sarah Ramsey. That exacta $121.26, trifecta $248.15, early double $2711.92. 10-cent super $396.90. Third race, scratch 4, Market Watch. Double end of pick 3 for Market Watch out of tonight's third. Jockey change on 5, Blakely's Boy to Alexander Bendezu. 6:55 is the post time for tonight's third. And there they go. Pretty good start for all 8. Gerald Ray, Dapple Gray from the top shelf quickly away. Others are showing good speed, including Banks from the inside. Banks and Gerald Ray, Dapple Gray, inside and outside, get acquainted. Gerald Ray, Dapple Gray with the killer crossover. Banks has to put on the brakes. Now moving into the second spot, Brother Kenny, circa toss up close. He's 3 wide. Desperate Proposal races inside of Turnbuckle, little more than 3 off the lead. About 3 lengths to Blakely's Boy, flanked by Concrete Cruiser. Gerald Ray, Dapple Gray wanted the lead. He has the lead, but he has pace partners, including Brother Kenny and Circa Toss, 3 wide. Banks decides to ease off the pace battle, 4th from the inside. Desperate Proposals in the 2-path, 3 off the lead. Turnbuckles 3 wide up the backstretch. 3 lengths Concrete Cruiser and Blakely's Boy. Gerald Ray, Dapple Gray still with the lead. Plenty of pursuers. Brother Kenny, Circa Toss 3 wide. Banks bides his time nicely along the inside. Turnbuckle's been 3 deep throughout. Desperate Proposal still in with a look. He's 3 off the lead. Look at a Concrete Cruiser and Blakely's Boy. Gerald Ray, Dapple Gray, Brother Kenny turns up the pressure. Banks is looking for somewhere to go, maneuvering away from the inside. Brother Kenny, Gerald Ray, Dapple Gray. Here comes Banks, tipping into the clear with momentum. Banks is closing in after the top 2. Banks, Brother Kenny, Gerald Ray, Dapple Gray. Here's Banks up to the front, and you can go to the bank with Banks. He's going to run away from this group. Brother Kenny second, Desperate Proposal third, Gerald Ray, Dapple Gray fourth for the Superfecta. That's the ideal Tapeta trip. Save as much ground as you can throughout, tip into the clear at the top of the lane and put them all away. Banks, clearly superior. Entering the winner's circle is the 1 Banks, 2-year-old, a dark bay or brown gelding by Outwork out of the Fedbiz Bear. Blip says bye. Banks waved bye-bye to his rivals this evening. He's owned by Tom Lambro, winning at Traders Joe Sharp, winning jockey Adam Beschizza. Banks was bred in Kentucky by E.H. Bolane. 10-cent super, $16.89. 271 early pick 3, $31. 1-2 exact at $20.54. 1-2-3 trifecta, $18.84. 7-1 double, $22.39. Fourth race will start our 20-cent single six jackpot. That carryover just a little shy of $12,000. Fourth race scratches 3 and 14, South Decatur and Blue Northern. 13 Legal Titan will draw in and have the services of Gabriel Lagunas. What do you think, Mark? Acting up just a little bit, almost set for tonight's 20-cent single six jackpot. And there they go. English Tide away quickly with Centauro. What do you think, Mark? Will pick it up along the inside. Wahatchee trying to show some pace along with V-Mart. After that group races, one for my brother, Campton. From the inside to Pistol. Legal Titan outside of Overhaul. Towards the tail, Mr. Shivas and Yolo Santiago. The quickest of all is, what do you think, Mark? Better than 2.5 lengths to English Tide. Centauro and the Claire from the outside. V-Mart up close along the inside. Fourth, a little less than 4 off the lead. Begins to backpedal just a bit. Campton tries to pick up his stride into the 5th position, gaining some ground with 7 lengths to find. And then we go farther back to Wahatchee, who's 9 from what do you think, Mark? After him races one for my brother. Long ways back to Legal Titan and to Pistol, Mr. Shivas. Towards the tail of the field races Yolo Santiago, along with at that back marker there, struggling towards the tail of the field, Overhaul. All about, what do you think, Mark? Dominating the favorite at 6-5. No serious threats throughout. Big lead with a 16th to travel. Campton picks up his best stride. It's with the lead. What do you think, Mark? Campton has solidified second, but that's the best he'll manage. What do you think, Mark? Gate to wire. Campton, good-looking stride in the concluding stages, clearly second. Then English Tide, Mr. Shivas for the Superfecta. What do you think, Mark? Just a stroll in the park this evening. Good time, 115 and 85 100ths. Dominating winner as the 6-5 favorite. Campton with a good stride in the concluding stage is clearly second. Then it's English Tide and Mr. Shivas for that 4th spot. So the favorite gets it done. No serious threats throughout the running of tonight's 4th race. Number 5, what do you think, Mark? And Gerardo Corrales, a much the best winner over 9 Campton. 3rd place 7 English Tide. 4th place 8 Mr. Shivas. Stand by until results have been declared official. What do you think, Mark? 3-year-old Bay Gelding by the Factor out of the runaway groom mare Autumn Wedding. By Patricia's Hope LLC. Trainer Larry Ravelli, winning jockey Gerardo Corrales. What do you think, Mark? Was bred in Arizona by H&E Ranch. And tonight's 4th race is official. That exacta 5-9, $15.98. 5-9-7 trifecta, $24.76. 10-cent super, $22.47. 7-1-5, pick 3, $31.08. Double 1-5, $20.14. 5th race named in honor of Amazon. Scratch both the also eligibles, 13 and 14. Dancing a Princess and Orderly Transition. Tonight's 5th race will start our late pick 5. And here it is, fans. Nearly $156,000 carryover into the late pick 5. Ready for tonight's late pick 5. And there they go. Awkward beginning, Ava Moon Pie. Redo and Lorraine begin the best. And also up close to the action is Ava Moon Pie. Despite that awkward beginning, she is showing pace from the inside. Here's the favorite, Farfalle, forwardly positioned. Ava Moon Pie with the lead from Farfalle. Lorraine outside of Redo. $1 a day in the clear from the extreme outside. After her, it's Jitterbug. From the rail races, Mission of Hope. Mulimas with Screaming Mimi and Queen of the Rodeo and Fun Loving 40. One at the back. Miss Sedona. So it's Ava Moon Pie, big long shot, making the pace to the 7/8. The favorite Farfalle in a beautiful spot, sharing second with Redo. Lorraine is fourth along the inside, $1 a day. The lone mare to her outside. They are both more than 3 off the lead, held by Ava Moon Pie. Fun Loving still deep on the track, covering Jitterbug. From the inside is Mission of Hope. She gets to save ground to the backstretch run, 5 lengths off the lead. Break of 3 lengths to Malima, 8 lengths from the front with Queen of the Rodeo. Another 2.5 to Screaming Mimi, and Miss Sedona still the last of 12. And still with the lead, Ava Moon Pie. Farfalle has been stalking beautifully throughout. $1 a day's in the clear from third. Redo continues to save ground. Lorraine's in the 2 path and 3 lengths off the lead. Jitterbug from between runners. Mission of Hope from the inside. Fun Loving continues with her wide journey. Mulima now 6 off the lead with Queen of the Rodeo, then Screaming Mimi and Miss Sedona. Here comes Farfalle. Farfalle's making her move. Lorraine's been getting a nice trip. Jitterbug's beginning a big circling move. Farfalle, Lorraine, Jitterbug, $1 a day. Here comes Lorraine to tackle Farfalle. Lorraine and Farfalle and Jitterbug's launching her charge. And here comes Screaming Mimi from well off the pace. She's in the 2 path. Jitterbug and Screaming Mimi and Lorraine fighting on. Jitterbug in the center of the track with the lead. Lorraine's all heart. Lorraine and Jitterbug. Who will it be? Jitterbug. Jitterbug from Lorraine. How about Miss Sedona from the depths of nowhere, flying late on the scene, then Screaming Mimi. What a horse race to start this late pick 5 sequence. Jitterbug in a very game Lorraine. Miss Sedona late on the scene, then Screaming Mimi. Farfalle backpedaled in the final quarter of a mile. Jitterbug, the second choice at 3-1 in a photo finish with big long shot Lorraine. 2 minutes 3 and 19/100ths, the final time. Stand by until results have been declared official. Picture time for Jitterbug, a 3-year-old chestnut filly by Justify out of the AP Indy mare Apt. Owned by Windstar Farm LLC and Larry Taylor. Will Walden is the winning trainer, the winning jockey Alex Ajar. Jitterbug was bred in Kentucky by her owners. 8-3 exacta, Caitlin Free exacta, $194.28. 832 trifecta, $410.17. The double 5-8, $13.67. Early pick 4, $148.88. 10-cent super, $1,029.65. The pick 3, good for $28.18. Early pick 5, $218.04. 4 out of 5, $5.27. Race 6 will commence our late pick 4, scratch 3 golden text. 8:25 is the scheduled post time for tonight's 6th. And there they go. Maligator away in last. For the lead from the inside is Sound the Charge. Also there is Akamai. These two are hustled into the scene, and even quicker from the far outside is Zip and Gigi. There is good pace on. Sound the Charge and Zip and Gigi, they both want the lead. Sound the Charge is the quickest. Akamai comes away in the 3rd position. After him races Dossier, who races with Cappy Hour. Break of nearly 5 lengths back to Me and Chili. From the inside is Take Charge de Oro. Richie's Got Game runs with them from the extreme outside. He's the gray. It's a break of at least 4 lengths to Parker. Then Maligator and Bird King's at the back. They're setting a pretty good pace. 22 3/5. Very ambitious over the Turfway Park to Pita track. And it is Sound the Charge. Just gunned to that lead from Zippin and Gigi. Akamai is in the 3rd spot. Here comes Richie's Got Game. He's beginning his bid to the outside with plenty of pace to pursue as they get to the 3/8, 45 4/5. And chugging along is Dossier from the 5th spot. After him, trying to close in from that far outside is Take Charge de Oro. Here comes Richie's got game. He's the one to recognize after Sound the Charge, who absolutely flew early. Richie's got game. He's the one to key on, ready to tackle. Sound the Charge. Richie's got game's up to the front. Richie's got game has come away with the lead. Sound the Charge has run a pretty good one. He just went too quick. Dossier's going to make a move for second, but it's all about Richie's got game. Another one for Gerardo Corrales. Sound the Charge hangs on for second. Dossier was third. Fourth place goes to Take Charge de Oro. 135 and a 74 100s. Richie's got game was hammered in the concluding stages of the wagering, all the way down to 1-2. You could see he was making up ground heading into the turn. The pace was just too ambitious. It's a good effort from the runner-up, considering that it was interior fractions 22-3 and 45-4. So Richie's got game takes full advantage of the hot and heavy pace. 1-2 favorite. Rolls pretty convincingly. 8th career victory for Richie's Got Game, the official winner of tonight's 6th. Richie's Got Game is a 6-year-old Grey Aroan horse by Flashback out of the High Chaparral mare. 0 game. Richie's Got Game is owned by Down the Stretch Racing Stables Incorporated. Doubles for Larry Ravelli and Gerardo Corrales. Winner was bred in Illinois by Ben Barno. Race 6 is in the books, officially 7182. That exacta $41.90. The trifecta $168.22. 10 cent superfecta $355.39. 587 pick 3 $11.89. 8-7 double $10.55. 7th race will start the late pick 3. Scratch the 2 comedic timing. 7th race at 8:55. And there they go. Driftwood is out for the lead, and Platinum Ghost wants to go, and PH Factor and pace is aplenty through the early stages as Driftwood and Platinum Ghost are going at it with one another, and Driftwood speeds away. PH Factor sets up shop in third. Soul Coaxing's in a nice spot. He's fourth through the early stages, and he's 4 lengths off the lead. It's a break of nearly 6 lengths to Atkins, who races with English Challenge, and also their Improbable Story, another 2 to Devil's Red. About 4 lengths to Silent Sonata, and Neo King's the last of all, and Driftwood is going quick. Here's PH Factor into the second spot. Platinum Ghost is third. Soul Coaxing gets a beautiful trip, saving ground up the backstretch, 3.5 off the lead. Better than 4.5 lengths to Atkins and Improbable Story, English Challenge from the inside. Then Devil's Red, Silent Sonata, Neo King can't keep up. Driftwood still with the lead. PH Factor comes at him, and Soul Coaxing's been getting the run of the race. He's third, and he's a little less than 2.5 off the lead. Past the 5/16. Devil's Red's trying to wind up to the outside. Atkins is also trying to quicken in. PH Factor, Soul Coaxing, Driftwood still with some fight. Atkins and Devil's Red are both progressing, and also Silent Sonata. Here comes Silent Sonata. He's the one to recognize closing. Silent Sonata, Soul Coaxing. PH Factor gives way, Soul Coaxing, and Silent Sonata. Soul Coaxing, Silent Sonata trying to blow it up. Here's Silent Sonata and Soul Coaxing. And a photo finish. Then Improbable Story and Atkins. Tied on the line between Soul Coaxing and Silent Sonata. What a finish between Soul Coaxing and Silent Sonata. Discrepancy on price, 3-3. Soul Coaxing at 9-2, and the 11 Silent Sonata at 26-1. 136 and 5 100ths. Very, very tight for the top spot. Stand by until results have been declared official. 7th race is official. 11-3, 7-9. The 11 Silent Sonata, 6-year-old dark bear brown gelding by Girolamo. Out of the Cherokee Rap mare, Silent Rap. By Alexander Lee and Anthony Granitz. Anthony's the winning trader, winning jockey, Zento Zenger. Silent Sonata was bred in Indiana by one of the owners, Alexander Lee. $54 plus winner, $54.18. Silent Sonata. Officially 11,379. That exact at $577.98. The trifecta $1,606.65. 7-11 double $71.85. 10-cent super $2,818.92. 8 7-11 pick 3 $305.52. Up next is our 8th and featured event. It is the Mary Ellen Hickey Kegel Memorial. This race is an allowance event at 6.5 furlongs for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, non-winners of 2 allowance conditions. 12 and 14 are both scratch. Visby and Starlit. Sophie 13 draws in. First leg of the late double. Post time in 22 minutes. And there they go. Slight stumble from Sickle Dance. Rieta begins quickly. Here comes Bella Cruella and Victorious. Work of Fiction is into the race, so too is Simply Complicated. And Crispy Rice won from the outside. Fillmore East from the extreme outside. Then Best Kiss Yet. Sickle Dance with the orange silks 4 lengths off the lead. Awasef with the black silks and the red cap about 6 from the pace. Then go to Trial, and Opera Mundi is towards the tail. Long Shot Rieta is the quickest. It's Rieta from Work of Fiction, and Crispy Rice is on the move. Fillmore East is closing with the red silks. Victorious fourth from the inside, then Sickle Dance. Simply Complicated and Best Kiss Yet have about 6 to fight. Here comes Opera Mundi. She is advancing very smartly, and Awasef is following in her path. Rieta's the leader, and Crispy Rice is under pressure, and also trying to close is Sickle Dance. And Fillmore East, Opera Mundi in hand and just cruising to tackle Rieta. Opera Mundi is traveling beautifully to the outside, and here she comes with a big run to tackle Rieta. Long Shot Rieta can't fend off the favorite. Opera Mundi, good-looking gal. Rieta second, then Awasef third. Fourth and fifth involve Sickle Dance and Trial. Sometimes you can just tell in the race who's going to win, and you could tell through the turn it was all about the 2. Opera Mundi covering the 6.5 furlongs in 1:15 and 81/100ths. A good-looking filly traveling beautifully throughout. Very impressive Irish bred. Getting the job done in our Thursday night featured event. Nice effort from the Long Shot 9 Rieta, the pacemaker, second best. Photo for the balance, but no doubt about the winner. Her name is Opera Mundi. In the winner's circle is the impressive winner of our Thursday night featured event, number 2, Opera Mundi. 3-year-old Bay filly by Kingman out of the Galileo mare Zalage. Owned by Ikuri de Chamaz. Owned by Brendan Walsh. Winning jockey is Luan Machado. Opera Mundi was bred in Ireland by Ballylynch Stud and her owners. Race 8 is officially 2938. That 10-cent super $686.79. 7-11 2 pick 3 $204.92. 2-9 exacta $141.94. 2-9-3 trifecta $852.18. 11-2 daily double $105.81. One more race to go on this Thursday night card. In the nightcap, we have a couple of scratches, 12 and 13, Kasha Sierra and Redheaded Stranger. The 14 Old Fashioned Girl will draw in a super high five opportunity with a carryover of $1,258.52. $1,258.52, the super high five carryover, the Thursday nightcap at 9:55. And there they go. Charm of the Song is showing good speed with territoriality. And also up close to the action is Sweet Lily Bet in the 3rd spot. Farther out is Starship Phoenix. Charm of the Song makes the lead past the 7/8. From the inside races Territoriality. And Sweet Lilybet has the third spot. She's with the Green Silks. Farther out is Starship Phoenix Tribes, fifth from the inside, then Ballroom Eyes. Old Fashioned Girl from the far outside with the Red Silks is 5 lengths off the lead. Safecracker Sue, White Silks from the rail. Then we've got a Silent Secretary with that red cap and the red shadow roll. She's about 8 lengths from the pace. Break of at least 2.5 back to Tiz Salty, Sultry Sky, and one at the back marker. That is What You Wish. Charm of the Song and Territoriality are 1-2, and Starship Phoenix is third. Ballroom Eyes gets a little closer from between gals. Tribe is asked for run from the rail. Old Fashioned Girl's beginning her bid 4 deep. I'm going to Safecracker Sue 5 lengths off the lead. Silent Secretary's gearing up, and here she comes with her nice run to the far outside. In the meantime, Old Fashioned Girl has come away with the lead. Safecracker Sue with the White Silks is after her. Silent Secretary from the extreme outside is flattened out just a bit. Inside the final 3/16, and it is with the lead. Old Fashioned Girl, Safecracker Sue, Starship Phoenix fights on. With the lead still Old Fashioned Girl, Safecracker Sue in the center of the track, Old Fashioned Girl in the nightcap. Old Fashioned Girl from Safecracker Sue, then Starship Phoenix, Ballroom Eyes, Silent Secretary can only manage to complete the Super High Five. Killian Leonard. Killian made quite the impression in limited starts at the recent Churchill Downs meet. Killian Leonard aboard Old Fashioned Girl. 137 and 73 100ths. Pretty sure this is going to trigger the entire pick six. 20-cent single six jackpot. If I wrote it down correctly, looks like it's going to be a $28,000 payer to the winner. Number 14, Old Fashioned Girl, the unofficial winner, posting the upset at 12-1. How about the 2, Safecracker Sue, 32-1 in the wagering. 11, Starship Phoenix, third. Fourth place, 8, Ballroom Eyes. Fifth place, 5, Silent Secretary. Stand by until results have been declared official. Old Fashioned Girl is in the winner's circle. 17th look gets her into the winner's circle. A 3-year-old chestnut filly by Klimt out of the Stravinsky Mare Creative Design, owned by Resolute Racing Alliance LLC. Paul McEntee is the winning trainer, and the winning jockey is Killian Leonard. Old Fashioned Girl bred in Kentucky by 3 Lions Racing LLC. 137 and 73 100ths that final time once again. 14-2-11-8-5, the top 5 finishers. That exact is $600.70. Trifecta, $1,171.59. 2 of 14, late daily double, $56.67. Late pick 4, $3,081.28. 10-cent super, $2,723.41. All 6 in the single 6 jackpot, better than $28,000. Late pick 3, 11-2-14, $1,152.32. The late pick 5, $13,828.23. Super High 5 carryover into the Friday card, $3,124.80. Get you some more payoffs here momentarily. Be back at it again tomorrow at 5:55. Derby, the 20-cent single 6 jackpot, $28,117.06. And the pick 5, once again, $13,828.23. 4 out of 5, $54.59. So that's a wrap on the Thursday card. Once again, back at it again tomorrow, 5:55 for the third night of action here in the 2024 holiday meet at Turfway Park Racing and Gaming. Stick around, fans. Still plenty of great action down on the gaming floor. We got a nice football game this evening. Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. You can catch all of that action right here at Turfway Park Racing and Gaming. Sure hope you had a great Thursday. When leaving the track, please drive very carefully. We'll see you tomorrow, 5:55 for the Fridays Alive card here at Turfway Park. Good night, everyone.